Good evening, Queensland, and a very Merry Christmas to you all. Thanks for joining me for this, the ultimate guide of what's on, what's new and what's fun here in Brisbane this festive season. Plus, of course, some wonderful performances at the Lord Mayor's Carols at River Stage tonight, including Santa's Arrival Kids. City Hall is really one of the main centrepieces of Christmas in the city. The stunning facade turned into a canvas where a magical Christmas story is projected. This year's Gold Lotto City Hall Light's Tale comes courtesy of local author Samantha Wheeler. Forget reindeers and snow, this timely story is set in the Aussie bush with our wonderful native wildlife. We asked fellow author Rebecca Sparrow to discover the inspiration behind Samantha's story.
Play your cards right, you could end up in a story. They are ridiculously cute. It nearly looks like a toy. I'm so excited that we are going to be seeing Australian animals projected up onto City Hall this Christmas.
It's fantastic, isn't it?
So good.
We don't have reindeer and snow here in Australia. We have koalas and goannas.
Tell me, what is this Christmas story about? What can I expect? What happens?
Well, it's about animals, Beck. It's about Clarence the koala, who hasn't done his Christmas shopping, and I know a lot of people relate to that. You get to Christmas Eve, your cupboard's bare, you haven't bought anything, and he wants to buy the perfect gift for his mum and his dad and his sister. So it's beautiful. And of course, we've got kookaburras and goannas and all sorts of lovely animals in there to add some colour.
Are you inspired by the bush where your house is, where you're setting?
Incredibly. We live in an area where there's a lot of land that's been kept for our wildlife, and I see lizards and koalas and kookaburras and kangaroos on a daily basis. So I can sit there typing away and it inspires me hugely.
Samantha gave us some great material. It was very colourful, the characters were very well defined, and it gave us a lot of artistic freedom to really, express those personalities of the character and move the whole project forward. Given the bushfires, I think it's important to recognise the importance of Australian wildlife to the Australian identity.
We've got a team of about 7 animators and designers working on the show for about 2 months.
It was the night before Christmas and the bush buzzed with activity. The kookaburras hung tinsel in the trees. The sugar gliders decorated their hollows.
We always try and bring lots of movement and art to the columns of the facade, but it's always great to have that clock tower there to tell the main part of the story.
No, silly. It's a hat.
I can't believe what animators do, to be honest. To take a story that I could see, I think, in 3D, but a lot of that's in my head, but to interpret it, to put the colours and to put that enthusiasm into it that I hadn't even imagined. So they've added to it 10 times plus. Feeling so proud to know that it's up there, but also being amazed at what they've achieved. It's such a lot of people working on a little story that, just little old me wrote.
That looks stunning, doesn't it? And for those of you keen to plan your city Christmas visit, we will have our full What's On guide later in the show. Now, a lovely tradition has been happening at City Hall each Christmas, the Lord Mayor's Seniors Christmas Parties. Charlie Robinson went along to join in the fun.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
They were asked to come at 9 and we've had people here from 8 o'clock this morning.
Take a look at the 5 and 10. It's glistening.
I've been here for 19 years, since the first Christmas party. And they reminisce about their younger days. A lot of them will say, I sang on that stage or I danced on that stage.
Redcliffe, we're members of the Red Hat Society. Ritzy Red Hats is our group's name, and we just love coming in here to enjoy the day.
Since they've restored the place a few years ago, the acoustics are wonderful, the lighting's great, and so is everything else.
Like Christmas.
The Lord Mayor's Seniors Christmas parties began right back in the year 2000, so they're 19 years old this year. There's a lot of memories in City Hall, particularly for our senior residents.
This is magical. It's no wonder that 11 shows have sold out weeks in advance. For many seniors, this is the start of the festive season. And for $5, I'm looking forward to becoming a senior. David, how many years have you been coming to the seniors party?
This will be about the 5th or 6th. We missed one, that was all.
And what do you love most about them?
The morning tea and the artists. The artists are phenomenal.
I'm a senior, but excuse me when I say that. It brings the oldies out of their cocoons in their homes into a place like this where they can talk to people their own age, exchange ideas, they don't have to mind manners.
Merry Christmas! So do you want to get up on stage with them, or do you just like joining in on the table?
No, they haven't got any javelins or discuses or anything.
I played my best for him.
Wonderful the council does this because so many people don't have friends.
They saw a bright new shiny star.
Or family that can get here at Christmas. So something like this makes you feel like Christmas.
At this time of year, the last thing we want is for people to be stuck at home. We want them to get out and enjoy the city.
Magic. It was great. Again, it's great.
Yeah, they look like they're having a fantastic time, and what a lovely Christmas city tradition that is. Stay with us though, you're watching Christmas Live in Brisbane, and coming up after the break, we check out what's happening at Roma Street Parkland this festive season and bring you the first of our carols from the River Stage.
Hi, I'm Sam Groth and I wish you all a Merry Christmas. Of course, for me, Christmas in Brisbane, it always means the summer of tennis is starting. So many great memories for me having spent that time of year up here, and I hope you all have the best season ahead.
Merry Christmas, Queensland. Enjoy the sunshine. Safe travels.
Welcome back to Christmas Live in Brisbane. Well, Roma Street Parkland is one of the real hubs for Christmas celebrations in the city. It's home to the Enchanted Garden. Plus, there's more to see and do than ever before at the popular green heart of the CBD. Adam Hegarty had a taste of what's new at Roma Street.
The garden's always changing, season by season, morning, noon and evening.
The flavour, the freshness, you just can't get better.
The Roma Street Parklands are all about one word, tranquility. 16 hectares, 26 garden rooms with plenty more to discover. this Christmas.
Roma Street Parkland is of course home to the Enchanted Garden once again this year, but given the incredible popularity of the garden light display, things have changed. Visitors are encouraged to now enter and exit via a number of access points to create their own Enchanted Garden experience. Moonlight Cinemas will set up their screen in the Parkland until March 2020. Enjoy Christmas classics, summer blockbusters and family-friendly films under the stars on a beanbed or a picnic blanket. There will also be performances by the Sound Society, a part of Brisbane's free live music program.
And obviously not just a Christmas activity here, is it? It's all year round.
It is all year round and great for the locals, tourists and visitors to Brisbane to enjoy.
You don't need to pack a picnic. Roma Street Parkland now boasts the Garden Room restaurant.
The Garden Room concept is to work alongside and to grow with the team here at Roma Street Parklands.
Garden Room head chef Simon Garbett and his team simply head to the nearby gardens to pick what they need for their menu.
Just having the ability to come up here and just choose fresh herbs every day is just, it's a real privilege.
From garden to plate after a short stroll and only a matter of hours.
We're going to use the Society garlic that we picked and some of the parsley.
Oh, there we go.
I take great pride in what we do and using the herbs from the garden. It's beautiful, it really is.
That is one very impressive herb garden, isn't it? As we go to the break, it's time for our first song of the night. Let's cross to the river stage and the Lord Mayor's Carols, where Luke Kennedy is about to take to the stage to perform a Christmas classic, Winter Wonderland.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Pretend that he's Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Welcome back to Christmas Live in Brisbane. We have Santa's arrival at the River Stage coming up very soon for the kids, so stay tuned for that. Now, like a lot of us, Christmas is all about the decorations. So if you still haven't put up your tree, here is Hit 105's Those Two Girls, Lise and Sarah, to give you a few giggles and some inspiration.
They're nice, Sarah. Do you reckon they need them?
This time of year, our two favourite things to do: one, drink condensed milk straight out of the tin,
Yes.
and two, spend time together. It's Christmas in the city. Where else would you want to be?
Well, let's go. What are we waiting for? I'm going to click my heels.
Come on, Dorothy.
Do you get it? Yep.
No.
No. Sarah, look at this. They've rolled it out for us.
It's time for an intervention. I've got a bone to pick with you about your pile of sticks that you had as a Christmas tree last year.
That's
In fact,
called a
it wasn't-
minimalist
You know what?
tree.
It was just like this.
This is what it is. I love it.
No. This year, you're going extra.
The four main trends we're seeing this year are traditional, that's your reds and your greens, that's always there. Your luxe, golds, silvers, go glam.
This is a Midsummer Night's Dream. There's even some random croissants on it. Who doesn't like a croissant?
I mean, if I'm honest with you, it's a Midsummer Night's nightmare for me again. I have dogs.
Ditch the dog and ditch the boys for the next month. Easy.
I
Merry
like the way you
Christmas to you.
Then we've got Scandi furniture. Timber, natural colours, a lot of white.
Aren't ours for good luck, Sarah?
I think so.
And then we've got your brights, your blues. Blue's a key colour this season as well.
Sarah, look at this, a tartan unicorn. This was pretty much my high school blazer.
So Lise, this is for you, a minimal look with maximum impact. We're just grabbing a garland and again, pick a colour theme that you want and spiral it around your tree. So you complete your spiral all the way around your tree, depending on the size, and you're done.
So the ultimate accessory.
I like it. Yes.
If that doesn't complete my look today...
You know what? More is more. That's what I say.
No matter what you choose, you keep your biggest baubles, your biggest decorations at the bottom. Work your way up your tree to the smaller size decorations, and then it just flows beautifully and it's all in proportion.
Yeah, is there a thing that never shuts up? I love those.
I've got one right now, nice size.
Tie your table decorations in by picking a colour and bringing that colour from your tree onto your table. When your table and your tree are all matching, you're just pulling that whole vibe together, and it basically creates your own little Christmas wonderland in your home.
Isn't this women's wear?
Oh, Sarah, it is. What do you have in mind?
Anything and everything. Let's buy ourselves some presents.
Oh, let's go. That's really cute.
Yes, take it. But doesn't this look like a Queensland summer?
Oh, that's cute, Sarah.
Christmas Day?
In fashion, I'm seeing a lot of linen. The young people are really, really getting into their linen. It's fresh, it's cool, it's a natural fabric, it's just beautiful for Brisbane summers.
This is a dress equivalent of a Christmas
Now,
bauble.
this you can eat in. You said before Christmas ham. This is your Christmas ham dress, honey.
It's true.
My favourite styling tip, it's an owl styling tip, is pick one colour and repeat it twice. In this case, I've chosen a gorgeous natural belt and I've picked up that same theme with my bag. Crossbody works perfectly because you've then got your hands free for that glass of champagne.
This is like Pretty Woman, the polo scene, except animal version.
You better watch out. You better not cry.
See you on the flip side.
See you later.
Santa Claus is coming.
Ta-da! Oh, Sarah, a vision.
Oh, this has to be in your wardrobe.
You have to buy that, but first we've got to go somewhere.
We
Look
really
at this,
do.
look at this frogs. What are you thinking?
Where do we go?
Santa photo.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
When the summer days grow longer and the nights grow warmer, Brisbane residents know the festive season must be here. At Christmas time, we all take the opportunity to unwind and soak up the outdoor lifestyle we have thanks to our warm, sunny climate.
While people on the other side of the world are building snowmen and ice skating, the people of Brisbane are splashing in the pool and playing backyard cricket. Instead of a roast turkey in Brisbane, you'll find fresh local seafood and salads on the family table. There's no chestnuts roasting in the fireplace. Here, we sizzle sausages on the barbie. There's more to see and do in Brisbane this Christmas, with more than 250 events for the whole family to enjoy in our great outdoor spaces and beautiful parklands. There's more dazzling outdoor light displays, Christmas carols, parades through the city, fireworks displays and so much more. It's spread right across the city, South Bank and Roma Street Parkland. And it's a wonderful way to enjoy the festive season and spend valuable time with family and friends. But no matter how you celebrate this year, I wish you and your loved ones a very happy festive season. So from my family to yours, Merry Christmas, Brisbane!
Merry Christmas, Brisbane! Yes, Merry Christmas to everyone. You are watching Christmas Live in Brisbane. There is plenty more coming up right after this break.
Merry Christmas, Queensland.
Christmas in Queensland. Now that's an idea. I've done it a couple of times. Perfect sunshine. I'm from Victoria. It usually rains. Need to get up here more often. Make sure you have a lovely Christmas, everyone.
G'day, James Bracey here. Christmas in Queensland. Had plenty of them. Boy, are they something special. The hot sun, the cold pool, the even colder drinks, and of course, plenty of food. Merry Christmas, Queensland.
Thanks for your company celebrating Christmas live in Brisbane. A look at all the best things to do and see around the city this Christmas. South Bank is always a highlight for plenty of families over the summer months. You could spend an entire day dining there from morning to night. So we sent dedicated foodie Sam Thaiday and wife Rachel to check out the signature Christmas dishes of just a few of their restaurants.
Did you know that South Bank has over 60 restaurants and cafes?
Over 60.
Do you know how many Christmas catch-ups that is?
Over 60.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Here we go. Local, fresh prawns and oysters.
At Urban List, we honestly think that South Bank is among the best dining and entertaining options that we have in Brisbane.
This is the baby here, chermoula, mountain bay bugs.
So what's chermoula?
It's a North African herb paste.
Okay.
Trying to keep it colourful for the festive season.
Seafood for me is very Australia Christmas, I guess, for us especially. 100%. We do a lot of seafood at Christmas.
We like to keep it very cultural here at River Quay Fish. Bringing the cultures, putting it on a plate.
It's all about the experience, right?
The experience, the colours.
So good. One of the best things about South Bank is actually the diversity and the accessibility.
Now, I love a good roast.
I know, every Sunday.
But if you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, let somebody else do the cooking. Munich Brauhaus is home of big food, big beer, and even bigger parties.
This is your summer schnitzel, and this is your Christmas platter for two. You've got your slow roasted stuffed pork belly, your Christmas sausages, and it wouldn't be Bavarian without your sauerkraut.
These Christmas sausages are definitely my pick.
Can I have another one? Merry Christmas. Babe, you know what my golden rule is, don't you?
Tell me it.
Always leave room for dessert.
Sam and Rachel, for you guys, I've prepared a really special mango pavlova. We local produce is something that we're really passionate about here at the Charming Squire.
You had me at mangoes.
You had me at pavlova.
So I'm peeling.
I've saved the hard bit for you. Rolling the pavlova. tuck this in and then continue to roll it all the way out.
Ta-da!
Guys, here's your dessert. I know you like a bigger portion.
Oh, yes! We made this.
This was us.
Those meals were absolutely spot on.
They were. And life is all about balance. So now, let's walk it off.
Okay, let's go.
That actually makes me feel a little bit hungry, but I'm not going anywhere yet because it is time for another carol, and it's the big moment of the night. Santa has arrived at the river stage. From what I hear, he's in a summer mood. It's Lala and Santa with Jingle Bells Wipeout. I thought Santa might have been wearing board shorts on a night like tonight. We are going to take a quick break now, but coming up we have Ellen Reid performing at the Lord Mayor's Carols, and we take a look at the new city hotspots for dining, drinks and shopping. You're watching Christmas Live in Brisbane. I'll see you soon. If you're suffering serious FOMO from other people's social media posts at restaurants and bars you've never heard of, well, miss out no more. After watching this next story, you will know exactly where to go for your Christmas catch-ups. Abby Coleman has sampled the latest and greatest new offerings in the city, from food to fashion to fantastic hotels. Just feast your eyes on this.
comes to dining out, Howard Smith Wharves is the place to be. Located on the river with views of the city and with world-class chefs. My first point of call is Stanley, which opened last month. Ooh, this is beautiful. So Louis, tell me about Stanley food philosophy.
Well, we're a Cantonese restaurant. We stay true to the Cantonese flavours that have been around for hundreds of years. They're really just focusing on local, sustainable produce. I say an extension of my house. You know, people come in, you eat, you share, you drink, you laugh, and just how it used to be.
Stunning building as well.
Yeah, well, absolutely. This building's been since 1936. It actually was the original Water Police headquarters right here on the beautiful Brisbane River.
Have you got a special Christmas dish?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, a Christmas banquet really showcased the smash hits, if you will, of the restaurant.
I have to try this now.
Yeah.
If you love Japanese, you're going to love Yoko, which is located next door.
Yeah, we're trying to bring sort of the Japanese izakaya style dining to Brisbane.
What is that?
Izakaya is a little bit more like a pub. So it's where you go to socialise, have a drink, have a snack with friends. It's got a lot of atmosphere. It's not your kind of traditional, refined Japanese restaurant. It's just a little bit more fun. Queensland seafood is amazing. It'd be silly not to showcase that, particularly by the river with weather like this. So we've got a lot of raw and cooked dishes over charcoal, as well as amazing sort of fried snacks and big cups of beef as well.
What sets Brisbane apart from other cities in Australia is completely it's our lifestyle, it's our climate, and the natural raw ingredients that grow naturally around us. It is what makes Brisbane really special.
If a city is judged by its shopping, then Brisbane is now world class, with luxury labels being added every year. Santa, I have been really good all this year, I promise, So one thing that I'm loving about the city is the amount of laneways.
How good is it? You know, we're getting so many more, and this is just the new one, Foododori. We've got like 5 different countries all featured here, and it's just offering some of the hottest Asian food in town right now. You've got to try this Japanese dessert shop. Absolutely terrific. They're Japanese crepes. Brisbane in 2019 is all about the evolution of the laneway dining. How good is this? This is like the newest in town.
What better way to discover Brisbane's laneway culture than to go exploring? I want to show you one of my favourites, Burnett Lane, home of whiskey and cocktail bar, death and taxes. Strangers in the night.
People have trouble to find it, but when they find it, they go like, oh my God, I found this place, and then they tell other people, and you really have to look it up, and it has this mysterious vibe, which is, it's really worked for us, really well. We have 500 whiskies, we've got 7,000 bottles behind the back bar, so the first thing that you go, wow, is just, what should I do? We'll teach you, we'll try to make you feel comfortable trying to learn how to drink well, instead of just smashing beers or shots.
If this is all too much for one day, then why not make a weekend of it? Adina Hotel, located in the old Queensland Government Savings Bank on George Street, opened just a few weeks ago. The stunning renovation transports guests back to the grandeur of the early 20th century.
When you first walk into the building and you see the high ceilings, all the original marble, the timber throughout the building, the staircases, that's when you really get that sense and feeling that you're in an old historic building. Notice the low ceiling? This old bank vault has now been converted into a bathroom.
It's a fabulous time to live in Brisbane, that's for sure.
There are so many options. After the break, it's the ultimate What's On guide. So get your pens and paper handy to take some notes and get planning. But first, time for another tune from the Lord Mayor's Carols. And we have Ellen Reid with Rock and Roll Christmas. Thanks for watching Christmas Live in Brisbane. There is so much happening at this time of year, so I'm here to help you plan your perfect Christmas in the city. Here's this year's What's On guide.
Let's kick off our ultimate guide to Christmas in the city in the heart of the CBD at City Hall and King George Square. The Gold Lotto City Hall Lights nightly shows have started. They run from 7:30 p.m. to midnight every 15 minutes until Christmas Eve. The incredibly popular Enchanted Garden is back at Roma Street, Parkland, in one of Brisbane's biggest lighting displays. You've got 6 more nights left to experience shimmering gardens and twinkling rainforest. Entry, as always, is free and it's open daily from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m, with the last entry at 9:15. Everything really kicks into gear, though, in the city from Friday. It's a family tradition, and the Brisbane City Christmas Parade returns nightly from Friday the 13th until the 22nd of December, starting at 7 p.m. Performers and floats will wind their merry way through Queen Street Mall, from Edward Street and finishing at King George Square. And from the 20th to the 23rd of December, South Bank Parklands once again burst to colourful Christmas life. Festive beats will bring music to various spots around South Bank, with live performances from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. The collective markets will have unique Christmas gifts on offer from the 13th to the 19th, from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m, and then from the 20th to the 23rd until 10 p.m. And the South Bank fireworks will be going ahead this year. Clem Jones Promenade gives the best view of the display, plus Streets Beach and River Quay. The fireworks run from 8 till 8:15 p.m.
Also this year is the Carols Extravaganza at the South Bank Piazza, a show featuring singers, dancers, even acrobats. Here's a taste of what to expect.
Joy to the world.
I am Lai Utavo and I am one of the key performers for this year's South Bank Carols Extravaganza. It's the first time in 3 years that the carols are being brought to the piazza, and we're very excited to bring this show to life. The show is a whole lot of fun. It's vibrant, it's energetic, it's exciting. Some of the highlights for the night will include acrobatic aerialists, we'll have a drum line, we'll have a choir, there'll be Jesus and the nativity scene, there'll also be Santa and his sleigh. There'll be 2 shows a night, fireworks in between the shows, grab some dinner, make a night of it.
Well, that is almost all the time we have for you tonight. Thank you once again for joining me on Christmas Live in Brisbane. I do hope you've enjoyed our look at all the wonderful things there are to see and do in the city this festive season. Time for our final performance of the night from the Lord Mayor's Carols at the River Stage. One of my favourites, the most wonderful time of the year with the fabulous Rhonda Birchmore. Merry Christmas, Queensland. Good night.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for floating marshmallows, for toasting and caroling out in the snow. most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time of the scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. Long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year.